Good morning and welcome to the Outdoor Archives. Out for a day hike today, and feels like the first day of spring. We've had a really mild winter, but today is just unbelievable. It's cool when I left the house. Now it's warmed up significantly. The sun is out, so I'm gonna have to layer down. So I'm out here testing some gear, and one of the pieces I'm testing is my backpack here. I'll do a 360 for you. This is the Arc'Teryx Khyber 50. It's a 50-liter pack. Pretty excited. I've had it for a while, but I wanted to kind of show you guys what it was all about and see if it's something that might be of interest to you. So sit back and stay tuned. We'll take a closer look. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here it is. I've got it strapped up to a tree here so I can kind of show you what it's all about. So this is a 50-liter pack, and it weighs in about 1,800 grams, which is just around 4 pounds. I'd say that's average for a pack of this capacity. I've seen other packs lighter and some heavier. I'll tell you right off the bat, it's a no-frills pack. There's not a lot of features to it. It has everything you need, but not a lot more. Some people like that, others may not. So the dimensions are about 28 high, about 10 this way, and approximately 12 this way, just to give you an idea. So here you see the front. We've got a nice grab handle. Actually, it's one of the things on this bag. There's a lot of grab handles which are really useful. You've got straps here for the lid. You've got some daisy chain here as well, so you can lash things to it, and a little bit of shock cord. So if you want to put your clothes in there to dry, or if you're just layering down like I just did, I could have actually just put my jacket right here. And you notice here, it's a nice little pouch area to store some goodies. I think it's made for a helmet. I think this is some kind of tactical pack, but you know what? I actually really enjoy some of the features, and these are really long. You could put a really large item here. Here I've got, this is actually a pretty large wool blanket that I've got strapped here. You could put it probably a tent, big sleeping bag, or almost anything else I can think of. So this is the side here. And you can see not a whole lot to it. We've got 2 compression straps, nicely done, and some daisy chain here, so you could put a carabiner in here, you know, lash something to it. And notice too, this is pretty consistent throughout the pack. All of the buckles, high quality by the way, all the buckles are very high quality, as are the zippers, have stays. So if you don't like stuff flopping around, they do give you a generous amount of webbing here, so it's also good that they gave you that way to keep it from dangling. Okay, one thing you also see is this this bag tail stands, especially with something in the front here, and I really like that feature. But what I wanted to show you was the top. So here it is, high quality, big beefy zipper, and there's a nice size compartment in here, and there's some daisy chain and some hooks here. I don't know if this is probably just to keep the zipper. It would make it hard for anyone to open it while you're not aware. They'd have to actually feed it through. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the material here is 500D Cordura, and it's pretty beefy, pretty durable. This top is also removable. There's straps here and 2 in the front, and then this comes off if you want to lighten up the pack a little bit. Alright, so here's the bottom of the pack. You see it's plenty dirty. I've been using this quite a bit lately, actually. All there is are these 4 little loops here. But this is good enough that you could run some kind of shock cord through here, or rope, or maybe even some small buckles, so that you can actually attach, again, a bedroll or a tent or something to the bottom here that would save you space inside. So just a nice little touch there. Okay, so here's the back of the pack here. We'll start at the top. Got 2 pass-throughs here for hydration, or I suppose you can have a gun or other long instrument coming out of here. Really nice load lifters, and again, there's keepers here. Really, I was kind of shocked when I got this, because these are not very thick, but it's really nice material. It's really thick, high quality foam, and it is comfortable. And they probably have done that to save weight, but I don't see it deterring from the pack any. You see here, got some more daisy chain, but what it's actually for is to set the sternum strap You can adjust it, just pull it off here and move it up or down as you need it. You've got clips here, so if you want to drop the bag, just open that and they come down. It's got a nice rigid back here. As you see from the side, there's some daisy chain. Nicely padded lumbar support here. And you've got the belt. This is decent. I'd say it's probably one of the weaker parts of the bag. And one of the things I don't like is the way it's just kind of sewn in here. So sometimes if you leave it sitting, it'll end up like this, and then you'll put it on and this will get all twisted. And I mean, I think it would just, if they just made a more rigid connection here, it would be better, but it does do its job and does work well. Let's have a look inside this pack here. So there's these two straps here that hold the top down. You'll notice here, another little compartment, decent size. Two straps, again, high quality buckles, hold this top down. And these are quite long, so if you wanted to fit a bedroll or something else, piece of foam or something rolled up, this would be a great place to do it. You can snug, well, first of all, let me show you. This kind of lifts right up, and then you can kind of snug it down like that, and then it just comes out nice and easy. And really, that's all there is to it, other than a couple little things inside that I'll show you, but it's just one big container in there. So here's the pass-throughs that I showed you from the outside. Remember, this is a hard plastic board here, and there's two aluminum stays, one here and one here. So that's really about all there is to show you for this pack. So that about concludes our review of this pack. Just going to give you my final thoughts. I guess I'll start with the pros. First thing I could think of is the durability. I mean, I can't speak because I've had it for a long time, but I do have other 50-liter packs that are a little bit lighter, and I could tell you the buckles are not up to par to this one. The zippers are not quite up to par, and the material is nowhere near as thick. And I believe that this is gonna, last a long time and serve you well. Another thing to note, Arc'Teryx does put some kind of waterproof coating on here, so it's able to kind of survive a small shower. And I did have it out in a light rainstorm. It did not leak, but it was very light rain. So I don't know how long that will last, or if that washes off, or perhaps if you could probably touch it up with some kind of spray. Another pro or con, depending on how you look at it, is that it's a no-nonsense bag. Some bags, they have compartments here, compartments there, zippers here, zippers there. Some people like that for organization. Others don't, because there's more to break, and you don't know where your gear is. If you want to just go to camp, open up one compartment, throw everything out to set up your camp, this is a great bag. It does that job well. Another pro on top of that is that even though it doesn't have a lot of frills, there's a lot of ways to lash things on here. I mean, if you saw my video last week, I had an axe on one side, I had a tripod on the other, I had a stove mounted to the outside here, I had this roll here, and I haven't even used the bottom yet, or the top. You can even mount something up in here without a problem. So it gives you a lot of options to to put just about any tool or anything I can think of that you would want to bring with you. So that's good. Now for some of the cons. Number one, as usually is with Arc'Teryx, is the price. This one retails for about $300, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. It's a great bag, but it's not worth $300. However, the reason I did this review is because I've seen that places clearing them out online. It's called LA Police Gear, and at times, if you sign up for their newsletter, they have them for like 50% off, and that's a good deal. I got this at my local clearance outlet, and I got a really good deal on it as well. So that's kind of what I do. I wait for the deal and I'll go for that. So that's one of the cons is if you pay full price, there's probably better bags out there for that price. But if you get it for 50% off or something like that on clearance, it would be a great deal. One other minor con I would have with it would just be the hip belt. At this price point, I want to see something a little bit better sewn in here. Not that it's bad sewing, it's just that it's just kind of floppy. And then a couple times I've gone to put this on, and the this thing here, you can see it now, it's twisting. It gets twisted up in there, and then it's uncomfortable, it doesn't fit right, and you got to take it off and readjust it, which is a bit of a pain. Doesn't really affect, you know, the use of the bag. It's just a pain, something you just need to be aware of. So, you know, I'll leave you with this. It's a high quality, comfortable bag. I've had it up to 40 pounds in here, and on a short hike. It wasn't a very long hike, you know, about a couple miles, I think it was, and the weight was noticeable, but it was not uncomfortable. So I know I can do up to 40 pounds. I've regularly have had 25 in here, and it's comfortable. You hardly even know it's on your back. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you like our videos. There's new videos coming out every week, and we want to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.